everybody, what's going on? I just wanted to give my opinion on something that's been a pretty hot topic on the Rock Band forums lately, and that's been the fact that Harmonix seems like they're not trying as hard to actually, find master recordings or the stems of songs. So it seems like, the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 months or even longer than that, a lot of the DLC they've been releasing, they're just an MP3 file. There's no separated instruments, there's no master recordings, there's no stems. And, it's caused some people, and, it's probably a vocal minority of people, to really feel like it's not right what Harmonix is doing. Because, you think of it with the news of, the Canadian prices for DLC going up to $2.99 a song compared to $1.99 a song like it was for the last 8 years. At the end of the day, you're really just paying for a custom song. Because the custom community, for most part, they just use an MP3 file, and, each instrument is not separated. And, a lot of guys who are purists, as I would call them, complain that the audio quality is not as good, too, when they're just using an MP3 version of the song. And, at first I thought it didn't bother me too much, but the more I thought about it and the fact that the prices are going up on the DLC, it does make me a little pissed off because, I'm paying an additional $1. I'm not getting a better quality track. I'm not even getting the same quality as I was getting back on Rock Band 3. And, now I'm even getting a lot of the songs I've already downloaded as customs. Like before, I was all about supporting Harmonix and paying for songs I already had on my customs library, but now I'm essentially just paying for literally the exact same song that may be authored slightly differently, or maybe authored the same because they are using some of the guys who do work in the customs community to author. And Harmonix claims that wherever they can, they will try to get the masters for the songs. But some people have pointed out there's been certain songs that have shown up in Band Hero that have the masters available, but when they show up in Rock Band 4, the masters aren't there. It's not like, it seems like they're not even trying. And, I do see Harmonix's point when they do say that, okay, well, there's certain songs we couldn't put in the game because we didn't have the masters, but now doing what we were doing, we can now include them. And, on that side, I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But at the end of the day, I remember back when we played Rock Band 1, 2, and 3, it's like if a song didn't have masters, it's not going to make it to the game because we don't want to compromise quality. And, the alternative back in the days of Rock Band 1 is that we're going to just do we'll do a cover version of the song, or we'll get the band to come in and re-record it. And, we don't even have that luxury anymore because, let's face it, like, nobody's playing Rock Band 4 anymore. There's barely any people playing. And, when they release Rivals mode, I wouldn't be surprised if there's less than, 20 crews that actually are formed when the game comes out. So, I mean, the more I've thought about it, I wish they would go back to releasing the master recordings. I find that I'm not as excited now when they announce DLC, whereas I was in the past. And that may be just largely due to the fact that, customs are available to me. And usually when they do announce the artists for the month, I do have a habit of going and, downloading all the customs from those artists because I'm not going to shell out $3 a song anymore. I'm paying more money for an inferior product, and to me, it's not worth it. But I want to know from you guys, what do you feel about them not releasing master recordings or releasing songs without master recordings some of the time? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, make sure you subscribe for all things related to rhythm gaming. Take care.